KSC Present. Mom sick for 10 years until repairmen find something very wrong in her furnace. Kathi Wilson was an ordinary 41-year-old who lived in Shelbyville, Indiana. She had worked hard to support her family. She was no CrossFit enthusiast. But she lived a moderately active life 10 years ago. She fell ill unexpectedly, and she had convinced herself that she was just run down from stress and work. But her daughter was worried, and she had every right to be. Kathi gulped down a cocktail of vitamins and over-the-counter medicines in an attempt to recuperate. She took vitamin E, vitamin C, vitamin B, zinc, iron, but none of it seemed to help. After a few weeks, her daughter Ashley forced her to go and see a doctor. But the doctor just confirmed what she already knew, and she was given a sick note to take a few days off from work to rest. But Kathy's illness was unshakable. Kathi was pale and had random bouts of exhaustion. Her appetite vanished and her health continued to decline. Ashley was growing increasingly worried. Weeks after her first visit, she dragged Kathi back to the doctor. They were surprised that a strong, young woman with a healthy immune system like Kathi, who should have overcome the flu weeks ago, was still deteriorating now. They were growing concerned too. Dr. Mary Beth Hensley, beginning to take Kathi seriously, ran blood and allergy tests in hope of picking up any disease or intolerance. All the tests confirmed that Kathi was a healthy woman. They didn't have a diagnosis, but they decided to try an elimination approach. So, Kathi was put on several different antibiotics. Dr. Hensley had hoped that Kathy's reaction to the medications would give her an insight into her ailment. But instead, the opposite happened. Kathi started to feel worse instead of better. She had body aches and could barely keep her eyes open. Then the mystery illness started to take a toll on her mental health. Her friends and family members started to worry. Maybe the illness was all in her head. But no, Kathi knew her body and she knew something wasn't right. Years of the mystery illness had affected Kathy's mental health. It impacted on her relationships, work, and most importantly, her quality of life. After 10 years of her flu-like symptoms, she decided that if no one could help her, she would help herself. So, she decided to treat herself to a bathroom makeover. She had plans to create a sanctuary by remodeling the entire bathroom. She arranged contractors to take care of the job, but shortly after, they made a shocking discovery. The contractor's forehead crumbled with concern when he asked Kathi when her water heater had been installed. Kathi knew that it had been installed years before she had gotten sick, and Ashley must have been a little girl at the time. She thought hard and replied, "Maybe 10 years ago." The contractors were horrified. They had discovered that the furnace and water heater fitted incorrectly, were causing trace amount of carbon monoxide to escape and leak into the house over an extended period of time. Carbon monoxide is colorless and odorless, visible to the eye. This makes the gas a silent killer. When the body is exposed to it, the gas displaces oxygen in the blood, and this causes serious damage to the heart, brain, and vital organs. Even a small exposure to CO can cause chest pains, fatigue, nausea, headaches, and vertigo. But prolonged exposure can have serious effects. including vomiting, muscle weakness, fainting, and confusion. Some causes of CO poisoning even result in death. Kathi looks forward to her newfound energy and her new life. And she hopes that her story will raise awareness about the dangers of carbon monoxide. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.